Archives, Vern, on your way out of the inn, you hear a voice behind you yell out for you to wait. You guys look behind you, and you see the bard. For some reason, he just throws like a small pouch of coin to you. It smacks you in the face. He kind of chuckles, and then he goes back upstairs to his room. You get 10 gold. I'm guessing you guys want to leave the tavern now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys just leave. You guys see Grim and Alice. Alice is holding Grim's hand.
Her hair quality reminds me of when I was a child.
Are we taking a child with us?
She's with me.
That bitch dirty.
Do you know of any tailors?
Don't mind the fact that you guys can just ask a fucking guard or something.
We're men. We ask questions about directions last.
Yeah, we're business class men.
So we either guess, we figure it out, we die, or then we ask questions after we die. All right, that's kind of how it goes.
Can I roll a perception to see if there are any like tailor stores nearby?
We're still not asking the guy.
As you guys look near the blacksmiths, like right around the corner, you can barely see, there's a sign to a tailor shop.
I'm gonna make sure that you are in better conditions to how you are now.
Mind if I just stop by the entrance?
Okay.
Remove will look at archives and just nod. You can stick around with Alice and I if you want, Vern.
I'll go.
Yeah, Alice just holds onto your hand while you guys walk to the tailor shop. When you guys walk in the clothing shop, lo and behold, 'tis a tiefling bard talking to the flippin' seamstress. When the bard notices you guys, he kind of just like waves a little bit and then like walks over to some mannequins that have some clothes on them.
Remove looks down at Alice. Pick a dress that you might like.
She first nods and she looks over and then looks back at him and is like, really?
He'd nod.
You see her flippin' eyes start like sparkling and she just runs over, like runs around the shop.
How much would the dresses usually cost?
The dresses here aren't that expensive, but I can't really think of anything else to do. I mean, you're obviously some sort of adventurer, from the way you carry yourself, so I don't think there's really much else I could give you, unless you want like a meal or something.
He then says to Alice, we might have to go on a journey to find your parents. The weather may vary from cold to warm. It is best to find something best for both seasons. Oh wait, is the tiefling like the owner of the store or?
No, he seems to know the owner of the store, but he's just there. I don't know.
Okay, well.
Hey, Rye, Coolers has a message for you. He says, ooh woo. The tiefling bard looks back at Grimwold and is like, so do you want me to pay for your items or what? I can spare, let's say, 40 gold. The dresses, at least, cost around, I'd say 5 gold each, because they take quite a long time to prepare, because dresses. He goes on, he's like, and winter clothing, since gets pretty chilly out. Let's see. He was thinking a little bit, you know, he's like, I think a winter clothing set, at least for a child, would be around, 10 gold, perhaps?
Very well. I will ask for your assistance to support the child.
Yeah,
Alright, so you want him to pay just like a quarter of it?
Like either a quarter or a half of it.
Yeah.
Depends.
After you guys are done talking, Alice like tugs a little bit on the bard's pants and just like looks up at him and he's like, can I help you, small child? And she just kind of looks up at him and is like, I don't know what to pick. And he's like, oh heck yeah, fashion show, let's do this. So he just leads the kid around and like they start he starts like checking to see what could fit her. Like he like puts the dress in front of her, sees how it looks on her. He's like and he's like putting real intense thought into this, like, and they just go through the entire shop. They finally find something for her in like the span of like almost an hour. The bard looks over at you guys, Grim and Vern, and is like, hey, fashion is everything. If you look good, you're less likely to get on someone's bad side.
Hey, I look good and yet I got on everyone's bad side.
Uh-huh. And he just looks back and he hands the clothes to Grim. The two outfits, there's the winter outfit, which is actually pure white, and a less warm outfit. Talks to the shopkeep, just kind of talks to him. Just hands him the two outfits. He pays the money, and then hands the clothes back to you guys.
How about you go to the changing room and try out and put on your new winter clothing?
Alice nods, and she takes the winter clothes and rushes off to the changing room. Meanwhile, the bard just goes, "Alright, well, it was a pleasure to meet you. I need to head out. I have a gig at the inn that I need to get done. I hope you all have safe travels, and to see you again." She comes out of the dressing room, and she's now clothed in winter clothing. Waves a little bit. "Well, if that's all, be seeing you," and leaves. Alice is still dirty, but you know, she's clothed well now.
I interrupt saying, well, first, your hair is full of, no offense, dirt and
Wow.
dust.
Okay.
I have
What?
a dog that sounds like a demon. He's like a squeaker toy. If I squeeze his stomach, he growls and bites and eats my
I mean,
soul.
I'd bite you too if you squeeze my stomach.
Is that a warning, a threat? Am I going to squeeze your stomach
It's
now?
it's not a threat, it's a promise.
As he looks
Alright.
over at Gemblood, as he just goes, "Yeah, you wouldn't want to know why it's taking so long." He gently holds Alice's hand as he then walk with her outside, like leading the group, saying, "Come on, we've gotta go to that couple that was outside the village."
Alright, let's just say you guys are out of the flippin' city because I am getting impatient. I want
Yeah.
action!
Yep, okay.
I want to see if I can kill you guys. Wait, what? Nothing. You guys walk over to, like, you walk outside of the city and you notice a side path off to what looks to be farm fields.
I walk with Alice to the farm field.
I just stay close behind, and I pull out the bracelet, just re-looking at it.
I jokingly warn Vern not to trip himself as he is too focused on the bracelet.
I just turned to him saying, it was one damn time!
Anyways,
Damn.
after around like 20 minutes or so, you guys get to the farm, and you notice that the farmers seem to be in trouble. There is a group of bandits surrounding a few farmers.
Oh. He looks over at Alice as he lets go of her hand, as he just says, "Stay here, little one. I'll handle this."
I will always love how I was
Okay,
just
so
gonna-
Bandit 1 attacks.
No, it's Archives first. Oh yeah, he's gonna
Oh,
shield
yeah,
the
he's
kid,
shielding,
right?
He's shielding Alice.
One of the bandits is going to use his light crossbow to try and shoot Grim. He shoots Grim in the shoulder.
Yeah, how much health do I lose?
8 health.
8.
He looks at the bandit that shot him with the crossbow as he gets his battle axe out, and he try to aim it and then throw the battle axe to the bandit, trying to aim for the head.
Alright, you got
There.
5 and then 12. Yeah, the bandit's dead. Bandit 2 is now going to attack. He's gonna try and attack Vern. The bandit attempted to shoot Vern with his crossbow, but the crossbow backfired and smacked him in the face for 1 damage. Okay.
Pull out my dagger and stab him, like, right in the torso.
Yeah, you did not hit him. He did dodge. Bandit 3 attempts to shoot at Archives, thinking he's easy bait. Okay,
He's like
4
Chris Kyle.
4 damage. He managed to shoot you in the wing, let's say.
I attempt to cast Eldritch Blast on Bandit 3. It hits.
So yeah, it hits. 8. All right.
I'll run to Bandit 3. I'll try to grab him by the neck and slam him down onto the floor.
Oh yeah, he's dead. All right.
You slam him so hard his neck breaks on a rock.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what I'll do? I'll roll to see if he's still mentally stable. He is not mentally stable.
I'm gonna roll a strength check to knock him out.
I'll let it pass. You successfully knock him out.
Hey, Rambo, do me a favor. Got that light crossbow?
He'd grab the crossbow and he's like, I know, as he tosses it to Vern. How many ropes does Bandit have?
Let's say 2.
I grabbed the 2 ropes. I walked over to the knocked out bandit as I tie his arms and legs. Question, I'm guessing it's a male farmer, or...
Yeah, it's an older gentleman.
So Grimwald looks over at the farmer. Nobody got hurt, right?
No, nobody got hurt. Thank you for the help.
He tried to wake the bandit up by slapping him across the face, I guess.
If you turn your eyes over to the house of the farmer, you see his wife come out with a bucket of water.
Oh.
And she just walks over to the bandit and flippin' splashes the entire bucket on him, and he just wakes up.
Vermo just looks at Archives, just wincing in pain as he's like failing to pull out the arrow. He's like, he just gets up, looks at Archives, and is like, "Here, let me do it."
It's a messy pull, but you do it.
Vermo is like, looks at Archive, is like, "Is she okay?"
Proceed to pull back my uninjured wing.
Yeah, she's fine.
He sighs in relief as he kneels down in front of her, and he just goes, "I'm glad you're okay." He gets back up as he turns to the bandit, who's, I'm guessing, waking up.
Yeah,
from the...
he is now wide awake.
I aggressively interrogate him, asking, I was like, "Who sent you? What are you doing here? Explain fast, or else you'll end up like your friends."
He just goes, the leader,
Oh wait,
and he's
wait.
like, he's stumbling over his words and not.
He just grabs him by the collar and just goes, "Less stuttering, more words now."
Our leader, he told me to try and get information out of the farmers.
Who's your leader?
He's only a stand-in. We none of us know who the actual leader is.
I interrupt him saying, I said, who's your leader? As of right now, since they're stand-ins.
His name is Mocha.
I grab the rope by the legs and I just start dragging him out back of the house.
Yeah.
Can I check if the bracelet will fit on his ankle and it'll still have the same effect?
Well, as you slide the bracelet onto his ankle, you notice it changes size to fit him.
So I look dead in the eyes and I tell him, scream.
Meanwhile,
But still,
the elderly couple invites Grim, Archives, and Alice in the house for refreshments and stuff like that.
does the bandit try to scream?
Yeah, he does.
And does he quickly notice that?
He notices real quick, and he's just like, you can see his face, his expression is just oh shit, I'm gonna get flipping tortured.
Even more.
His name is Mocha. What does he look like? I take the bracelet off.
She's got long red hair and emerald green eyes, along with a scar across his eye, across his right eye.
Where were they last seen?
Seen patrolling outside of our camp.
Where's the camp?
Half a day's ride by horse in a little bit of a meadow in the middle of the forest.
Are there any guards like near the farm?
The elderly lady just call out to Grimm's like, would you be a dear and ring that bell that's on the porch for us? That'll call for the guards.
He'd nod as he walks to the bell and starts to ring it.
So I find out on the map and, well, today's your lucky day. The orc isn't gonna decide your fate. I'm not gonna decide your fate, but the gods will.
Speaking of, you hear armored footsteps. You'd see two guards. The guards take the bandit away. The older lady comes out with, it's a healer's kit. She actually comes out with Alice, and she's teaching her. And Alice learns pretty quickly, actually, how to use it. Afterwards, Alice looks over at Grim.
He gets on one knee, is like, "Alright, I'll let you patch this old orc up."
Alice just, like, looks at him with, like, a huge smile on her face and nods quickly. And the grandma watches over her as she disinfects the wound and then bandages it up.
"You did a fine job there, young warrior."
The woman nods. Well, I'm sure you came here for a reason.
This bracelet was given to a man in an alchemist's shop. He was last seen wearing a cloak of sorts. I was wondering if you have seen him.
We have not seen them. They might have snuck in through the docks. But as for the bracelet, it does look familiar. I believe it belonged to a friend of our grandson's. A little boy that always used to play with my grandson. Unfortunately, we haven't seen him since our grandson went missing.
Did your grandson say where he was going?
There was an old flower field that he liked going to with his friends. There may be something there that points you towards what's going on.
I pulled out the map and I was like, alright, can you show me?
She points at, like, kind of field-looking, like, meadow kind of thing in between the city and the bandit camp.
So when I walk to the table and I roll up the map entirely, I signal Grimworld and Archive and them to come here. This I tap where the bandit said the camp was.